Okay, hi, we're back. My name is Susan Timchak. If you didn't see my first video, well, welcome. I'd like to share with you today, well, let me go back and say I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And what I'm sharing with you today is my card kit for the month of October. What I do is anyone that would make a purchase from me through my online store of $50 or more, I send you a card kit in the mail for free as a special thank you. I'll also have a little extra something in there for you as well. So I shared on the first video, if you didn't see that, the Happy Christmas one with the moose. You want to go ahead and check that out. But what I want to show you now is just, I'm trying to make this a quick video. The last one was kind of long. I get a little like wordy. And I'm not going to put the whole card together for you because it's pretty simple to do. But in your card kit, you will have everything pre-cut and scored, and the background will be already, let me show you here. You'll get this piece that's already been embossed. The only thing I cannot do for you is the stamping, because Stampin' Up! Has a policy where we are not allowed to do any of the stamping. So that you have to do on your own. The background was done with this Big Shot embossing folder. It's called Woodland Textured embossing folder, and here it is here. This is a nice big one. It's a 6x6 in size. So your piece will come already embossed for you. You can assemble your card the way you'd like with that. And I'm also going to have these leaves cut out for you. Let me show you what I used for them. For them, I used the leaflet framelets. These are all the different types of leaves. I have them on a little magnetic sheet so I don't lose any of them. These are found in the annual catalog. And right here on page 193, oh, you're getting a little bit of a glare. So on page 193, the framelets are found. They're in item number 138283. This also has a coordinating stamp set called Vintage Leaves on page 37 in the catalog. So that's always nice to have to coordinate with it. Also, we're going to be using an aqua painter. This is available in the current annual catalog on page 180. You get 2 aqua painters in there. Now these are all additional items. You can use a paintbrush with this if you have. We're also using watercolor paper, and in case you were interested in that, that is on page 175 in the annual catalog. It's right up here. I know I'm getting a little bit of glare. I'm not seeing it too well. But it's watercolor paper, item number 122959. It comes with 5 sheets. They're 6 by 9 inches in size. It has a 140-pound weight to it. And I have everything over here on the side, and I know I'm going to miss something for you. This is how it comes. The paper is very thick, almost like a cardboard, chipboard type feeling to it. So what I did when I created my card is I took this whole sheet and I did the watercolor technique that I'm going to show you. And then I ran it through my Big Shot with my framelets. But this way here, what you're going to get, let me put that aside, is you're going to get the shapes already cut out. And you'll get different shapes depending on what goes in your kit. You'll also get a glimmer paper shape cut out for you. This is in the only orange glimmer paper. Or you may get a gold leaf cut out. But you'll definitely have 2 leaves that you're going to do watercoloring with, and then you'll get an additional either a gold or a glimmer paper depending on you know, what I throw in the kit for you. But no matter what you use, your kit's going to be gorgeous. You're going to love it when you complete your card. So let's get to it. Let me show you before I get too wordy again. So here we have our pieces cut out, and I'm going to use, now you can use whatever colors you have. I just kind of grabbed some, so these are going to be a little bit different than what I used on my sample card. I'm going to use one of the lids from one of our embellishments. This is a Tangerine Tango. I'm using our re-inkers. And I'm not going to need a lot because I'm only doing these 2 little leaves. So I put 2 little drops of that. This one is crushed curry. Now you could certainly do this inside the lid of your ink pad. I wouldn't recommend doing this right from your ink pad, but definitely the re-inkers. There's a lot of different techniques and things you can do with the re-inkers. This one is always artichoke. And I can't wait to show you some of those. And this is Delightful Dijon. I love that name. Isn't that fun? They almost like all look like each other. So I know by the time I go to do this, I'm not going to be able to remember which color is which, but I'm going to try. Okay, so now here's the aqua painter. It comes with 2, and this opens up. You could fill this with tap water, or there's other techniques with other things you can put in there as well as then water. But we won't get into that right now. So what you want to do is you want to just take this and wet it. Now, if you don't have an aqua painter, don't worry about it. You can use a paintbrush or something, but you do want to make sure you get this wet. That's why I'm working on this scratch paper. All right, so I like to start with my lightest color first, and being that I kind of don't remember what colors they were, I'm just going to kind of add some little dots of here. All right. Kind of brush that off. You can see the intense color that it gives. And some of this, let me see, can you see that? Yeah, I think you could see that. Kind of brush that off. Let's see which I didn't use. I think this was and you could see like where the water wasn't, you know, a whole lot of, where it's starting to dry a little bit. So you do want to make sure that you wet your paper a lot. But don't worry, we could go back and fix that. Nothing is unfixable here. You could also use one of our spritzer if you have. I'm just going to squeeze the barrel this, so I should have cleaned that a little better. I'm just going to go over it. Now I think I used a little bit too much green. You could always go back and add some more color. I'm going to squeeze some color from this because you could see it dries fairly quickly. Again, go in and bring some color. And it's a little messy, you know, sometimes we like a little messy. And if a little bit of the other color underneath shows of the white paper, I mean, you know, that's okay too. So, you can see it's much easier when you have a full piece. But anyhow, that's the actual technique, whether you like that one or not. But it will end up drying. And depending on, like I said, what colors you used, that's how that will come out. So then you'll want to set that aside to dry. I'm just going to put this aside. So again, let me show you how you layer your card. You have your chocolate chip base. You have your pre-embossed image, a piece of burlap. This is tied around, just a piece around, and then, you know, a piece tied in the middle. And your leaves are layered. This was stamped with the Sweet Saying stamp set I used, which is right here. This is the clear stamp set, and I used the Celebrate You with that. Okay, I used just glue dots to put these together. A lot of times you have trouble with the glimmer paper and having adhesive to stick to it. Glue dots always work well. Now, if you notice, I'll try to bring it up. Do you see on these leaves how it has this little bit of fleck? Let me show you how I did that. Okay. All right. So what I did with that is I used our Wink of Stella. Let me give it a little shake. Now the other card we used Wink of Stella, but we used the clear. This time we're using the gold Wink of Stella. Okay, so you'll allow these to dry before you go to begin this step. If you need a Wink of Stella, you can order that through me, right through my online store. I'm going to squeeze this barrel. Put it down a little bit. And as you squeeze the barrel, ink is going to fill up inside there, or whatever you want to call the inside of this. And all you do is you kind of fleck this using the lid. And I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me put it on the back of one of these so then you can see. I'm probably off of this. Oh boy, I'm learning today, aren't I? Do you see how that flex? I'll bring it up for you. So pretend this was your colored leaf that you did all of your watercoloring on. Do you see how that makes that little fleck of gold? Allow that to dry. It won't take long. It dries really quickly. And that's how these little flecks were done on the watercolor paper. So isn't that fun? You can even just apply them on there and fleck the whole background if you'd like to do that. I mean, it's your choice how you want to go ahead and do that. But here's our leaves. They're still a little wet. They're drying. But look how beautiful they look on that card. I mean, looking at it on this paper doesn't really do too much for it. Just kind of looks like blah. But I mean, depending on what colors you use, you really can make some beautiful artwork with that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Now again, this is going to be part of your card kit, this and the other card I showed before with the $50 purchase or more, before shipping and tax, of course. And you can place your order if you don't have a current demonstrator through my demonstrator website at stampingsue.stampinup.net. Please feel free to send me a message, leave a comment below, and I would like to, before I close, thank Patty Bennett, who is a wonderful demonstrator in California, where I got this great idea. And she was quite an inspiration to open up my interest in doing this watercolor technique with our watercolor paper. So again, thanks again for stopping by. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Hopefully a good comment. If there's something you'd like to see in the future, I'm all ears and ready to share with whatever you'd like to see. So again, thank you. Thank you for supporting me in my business. And I hope to see you real soon again on my channel here. And have a great Stampin' night and glimmer hugs. And we'll see you real soon. Bye for now.